My name is Becky. I'm from All Saints Chapel Reza. I found out about this program first through my mother. My mom one time came at home and she showed me a video about this program. I listened to it, then I was shocked to hear actually 2 months. But then I said, yeah, maybe I want to come or maybe not. So it continued for some week, consistently telling me each single day, Becky, do you want to go? I say, yes, I would, but the problem is I have to stay. Can't I just commute because it's nearer to home? Then I remember one Sunday I went to church. Reverend Chichencho was still around before he was transferred. He told me about the program also. So it's good for spiritual growth. Then I decided. Then that day, I remember Reverend called me. He asked me if I'm willing to join. I told him yes, he sent me an application link. I went through it, I answered, I submitted. And within 30 minutes, I got a reply that I've been accepted. I was happy. Then I thought to myself, what if I made a mistake of coming here? Like, wasting 2 months, but I trusted in God. But in the process, we were learning, for example, Miss Maroon talking about stewardship, being exemplary, having to imitate the nature of Christ, to be more like Christ, telling us the different character traits of being a servant leader, being compassionate, being loving, being caring, trustworthy. Back then, I used to read the Bible, but I did not get deep revelation of it or meditation of it. But now I shan't say I'm on a higher level of understanding it, meditating it more, but I'm better than the person I came, like I'm better at it. You can read a concept and go into it and understand it more, where I do not understand like the different verses. I go and consult from someone, and it makes things so interesting. The main book I learned from most was Nehemiah, and Nehemiah was a governor. So his story is about, there are people who went before him. Before in the Bible it tells us they found like the wall had collapsed. So they informed him. So he was distressed as a normal person, a governor, like you're supposed to rule people roughly. So he prayed about it, and during his praying, he also planned. So, and he risked going to the king, and back then it was an abomination to go before the king when you are gloomy, like sad. So it was like assured death, like dying. So the king labored to ask what was wrong, and he conveyed the message that the wall had collapsed. He needed people to help him. And the king listened. But in that process, the one lesson I learned that he is prayerful, and before he also went to seek for help, he had also planned out, these things we normally see. You have a problem or you want some funds, but you yourself haven't written down a strategic plan to know, like, when I get help and they want the different things I'm going to do, it's all written down or it's on my fingertips. But he had planned, and most of it he had also prayed to God. The king gave him the different people he needed, and yes, he went to build the wall. But during also the process, he also got challenges. People did not want, but as a leader, he did not just sit around ordering people. He also engaged himself to work with the people, to do the work with them. But during the process, different people coming to stop like the construction of the wall, but he did not stop. He was still strong. He did not lose faith in God that the wall would eventually be done, like be completed, all that. So I learned to be prayerful from him, to be strategic, to have plans, to be like, when I have a project to do, I should first list out my plans before I go out to seek for funds. Also, he sets an example for us Christians to be prayerful, to be good leaders, not to, yes, different situations may come and bombard us in different sides, not to give up, but be strong. But in you being firm and strong, Remember to trust in the Lord.